Welcome to Impact, where immigrants and Americans discuss America today. I'm your host, Pamela Anchang. On today's show, we will be exploring how the spirit of resilience in immigrants enriches and impacts America. And to do that, we have Nigerian-born bright Enabulele, an entrepreneur who is going to teach us a thing or two about blockchain, cryptocurrency, and all of that. More importantly, they're going to talk about how their spirit has led them to success and how you can make a difference in your own lives. And so this is a show you don't want to miss, so stay tuned on Impact. And so welcome to Impact, bright Enabulele.
Thanks for having me.
You know, I've been just like throwing some French, some Spanish with you. Am I going to say Guten Tag because you came from Germany? Or am I going to say in Pidgin, how you day? Which one?
You can do all.
Or maybe no, your language, Yoruba. Benin. How do you say?
Voyeur.
Oh, yeah?
Voyeur.
Voyeur.
Yes.
So voyeur.
Oh, yes, sir.
All right.
Good.
Thank you for coming to the show.
Thanks for bringing me back home.
I know, right? We're just going to have to do a little recap. So, last time you were here, we talked about, blockchain and all those things. But first of all, some people don't know yet your transition from Nigeria to Germany and then to the United States. Just give us a little gist of how you came to being in Los Angeles.
Well, I started coming here visiting because as a German, you can travel back and forth Europe and go back to America because it was open.
Yes.
But I never knew because I have a couple of friends that were here. Because Germany was beautiful, I had no reason to leave other than to want to empower myself. Because most of my school life and things that I experienced was in Germany. There was opportunity in Germany. Because school education is free, middle class is very strong. But the African in me was more that capitalist nature of fighting for my people. Because when I was little, my mother owns a little supermarket, and I've always 7, 8. I always support her now because she wanted me to support, but I just love counting money.
Right.
Every time I'm in the store, helping my mom, she's here and I'm happy she's reunited with me in America. So I have that business nature. So when I came to America, I saw a lot of things that you people could do and I didn't understand.
Yes.
But because here you can just open a business in one day and start doing business. In Germany, you got to go through a lot of process because they believe that the workforce, you owning a company, is like you have to guarantee a bond for the company. Where in America, you don't need a bond to own a business. So Germany was different. So I saw the opportunity. I said, hey, I can do business here that I can't do in Germany. I came here with a different mindset. Not like immigrant trying to come show stories. I came here to win, and I came here to do business. It was a different story for me.
So that's the spirit, is that coming here, you come here to win?
Yes, because I look at the story in Africa. Back in the days, Africa was a beautiful place. Education was also free. My parents took good care of me. They raised me very well. So I didn't really go through a lot of things most kids went through.
Yes.
But I had that sense of humor of seeing what is happening to other people.
Yes.
So, because as a leader, you got to live what they call selfless devotion. You got to live the life of other people to see what they're going through. And all my life, I always want to support people. So I knew for me to do that, I have to support myself. Because I can't take your money and give to someone.
Yes.
I can give my money to someone, nobody asked me a question.
Right.
So in my mind, I say, I have to be in the business.
Good. So any good class must begin with a review. And the last time you were here, we're talking about blockchain. Now, first of all, you believe in empowering people financially. What do you think, what's the role that money plays in human trajectory?
First of all, there's no money till money is created.
Correct.
Every money in the world is created. And you have to understand that. Either people tell you how to, or you phone a line to give it to you. All this in my life, I want to create something that has to empower and create money. Right. So that means you have to be a visionary and not a dreamer. So you create your wealth and people follow. And being my knowledge, because my computer knowledge, because I went to computer school, did software and all that. And I saw this new trend of coming that has to do with, we're living in a digital world where you don't have to touch nothing anymore. Everything has to binaries, data, and moving money here up front. I said, well, Africa is lacking that foundation.
Okay.
And for them, it's not a competition, it's a solution for them. But all my life experience, I find that for me to impact them, I have to start something that can create wealth. So I saw the opportunity in blockchain, because blockchain was a trusted economy where you don't have to go through the central system to get approval.
Right.
So we create our own blockchain. And it's the future. American, the world knows the future because it's purely decentralized. So me seeing that aspect of blockchain, I have to educate my people.
Yes, so let's educate. What is blockchain?
Okay.
In a nutshell. Not everybody knows.
Well, blockchain it's a digital ledger that records both financial transactions
Yes.
and non-financial transactions.
Okay.
That are immutable, that cannot be erased, that are tamper-proof. So what that means is it allows both parties to transfer wealth from one party to the other using a science called cryptographic.
Okay.
But the difference here is that we always want to take away middleman in our life because middleman costs money.
Yes.
So blockchain eliminates middleman. So allow me to do business peer-to-peer without a third party. That's what blockchain is. It's a movement of an assets.
Okay.
But those assets are recorded, and that means there's no double spending. So if somebody says, I send you money, there's a record for it, and the records are open. It's an open source. Anybody can look at it and say, hey, he sent you money. Yes, that's blockchain.
So you're the founder of Oduwa Blockchain Solutions. What do you do? What does Oduwa Blockchain Solutions do?
Okay, blockchain is a technology underpinning cryptocurrency. Okay, so for you to have an assets move from one point to the other, you also have to have the technology to facilitate that assets.
Right.
And that's what blockchain does.
Correct.
But every blockchain doesn't have to be financial. It can be non-financial. I focus on the fungible part of the blockchain that have to do with cryptocurrency.
Okay.
So that means we create our own cryptocurrencies that people can use without going to the central system. Okay.
So you have your own coin?
Yes, we have our own coin. It's called Oduwacoin.
Oduwacoin.
It's purely...
What's the difference between Oduwacoin and Bitcoin?
Well, they're all very similar. The only difference is how they do transactions. Bitcoin can take 5 hours to do. Oduwa in less than 30 seconds is done.
Okay.
So we took everything that all the pain, headache of Bitcoin have done, we fix it, and we make it faster. It's just about looking at what Microsoft have done or Apple and see how the trend goes.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean because you're the leader, you're the one designed to finish it. So we didn't reinvent the wheel. We just took out all the hurdles that people are going through in Bitcoin and we fixed it and created Oduwacoin.
You know, this is just so amazing. You born, raised in Nigeria, went to Germany, now in the United States, and you're creating your own coin.
Yes.
Kind of like reminds me of the things that other immigrants like Steve Jobs, people that have done all this amazing. The Tesla is South African, right? All these immigrant inventors. How do you think your innovation is going to impact America in the next 10 years, especially for the African diaspora?
Well, 80% of people in Africa and live in America send money back home.
Right.
Either they do it through Western Union or MoneyGram or whatever. And 80% of the time they have to pay the fees.
Yes.
And those fees are crazy fees.
Yes.
And they don't even need dollars in Africa. They don't even need euro. Why are you keeping dollars and euro in Africa? So the question is, we're looking for currency that can be everywhere worldwide and represent the same value without any currency manipulation. That's what currency does.
Correct.
But the cool thing about it is nobody carry cash no more. Even in your ledgers in the bank, you have 50,000. At the end of the day, you do Apple Pay, you do Vimeo, you do Zelle. So we're looking at those technology and say, hey, I don't want to go back 50 years. Let me just catch them in the middle.
Right.
Let's eliminate those middlemen and allow people to send money to their families and friends. If I go to Africa right now, the same Oduwa coin here is the same Oduwa coin in Africa without any currency manipulation. Okay.
So is Oduwa strictly for the African market?
It's global.
It's global.
It's global, but it's a solution for Africa.
Okay.
For here, it's a competition because you have Chase Bank, you have Bank of America. Everybody fighting for customers. In America, financial world is still there's still a lot of people unbanked and underserved, and I want to cater to that community.
You know what? After talking about this finance world that you are in and everything, I'm so impressed. So I want you to tell our audience, what is it? How do you go from taking something that you love to do and making it work for you financially?
It's dedication, passion. A lot of people go into business for profit.
Yes.
And so they don't care. When you go in business with what you love and passion, it's a different thing.
Yes.
You become devoted to that thing. You wake up 2 in the night, you don't care about it. You don't care about the pay. Pay is a result of pay is a result of labor.
Yes.
But as a CEO, we sleep less, we think more because we want to make sure people around us win.
Yes.
So it's what I call selfless devotion as a leader. That means we care for other people as much as we care for ourselves.
Yes.
Because if they win, it becomes a reflection of us. For us, it's all about the legacy of the things that we have created.
Yes.
So for me, going to Oduwa, I was not trying to do anything. I was just trying to change the way people do business with Africa.
Okay.
And the rest of the world.
So you were doing this out of the compassion
yes.
of what your people were lacking.
They're lacking it because 80% are here. Most of them are here all over. The world is the global now. It's a small place. Yes. You can find Africa anywhere. I represent that Africa.
Yes.
My goal is to restore that renaissance of Africa that has been messed up by the leaders.
Yes.
I cannot blame anyone.
Not just the leaders. The Western world has done a number.
Now that messed up with fake prophets.
Yes.
Number 2 things is destroying Africa.
Yeah.
I'll let them is witchcraft.
Yeah.
Africa's done with a lot of witchcraft. And if we can fight that, they're going to be a good Africa.
You know.
But let me focus on the technology.
Yes.
Because technology is the things
vehicle.
it's a vehicle that changes a lot of things. Because if families can, if a mother is in problems in 1 second and knows that they can, it's family, you can send money in 1 second, problem has been solved. Because if you send Western Union, you got to wait for the number, you got to wait the next day, the bank has to clear it. In blockchain, it happens in less than 1 second.
That's true.
It doesn't matter if you're in China. Those monies are fungible, they're immutable, they're irrefutable, there's no double spending. Oh, my credit card was charged back. Oh, bank insurance is going to pay. Oh, the check was wrong, there was no money in the check. If the money leaves your account, it's gone. So you become your own bank.
That is so awesome. How can our listeners buy Oduwa?
Well, Oduwa is publicly trading in the exchange. We're growing every day now. We're having a lot of companies that want to use our coin as a vehicle for their business. We're doing a lot of integration. Awesome. Yes. Because one thing in business is about growth. And you got to start, we go narrow and deep, then going wide. I've had a lot of companies that approach me and say, Oduwa's been around for 1.5 years. Your coin is very stable. There's not so much inflation on your coin because we only have 21 million. The value of money is not about the content, it's about the quantity. So we limit our quantity to 21 million, and it's inflation proof. So that means your Oduwa is going to be valued any time in your life, as long as we have people. But it's a long-term goal because cryptocurrency has just started. Yes. So you have to see it as a long-term investment. There's a risk involved because why? The people are the one that decide how the market is traded. It's not a bank. You become your own bank. So if you someone steal your crypto, there's no police to go to. You can report it, but it can't do anything because the money can end up in China or maybe in India.
All right.
Yes.
So we're going to have to continue this conversation and have another class. Right?
Of cryptocurrency 101.
Yes. In the meantime, we can buy Oduwa on Oduwa.
You can buy Oduwa, Oduwacoin.io. We're on social media. Oduwacoin, we have an app on Apple Store. We also have an app on Android. We're all over the world. It is very decentralized. You can find Oduwa in Africa. You can find Oduwa in China. It doesn't matter where. We also have an Instagram, Oduwacoin, Facebook, Oduwacoin, Twitter, Oduwacoin, Medium, Oduwacoin. We're everywhere. You can just Google Oduwacoin and say, what's the price of Oduwacoin? Google will tell you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing. My gosh, we just have to do another episode with all of you guys. Oh, thanks for sharing your vision, Bright. You make us so proud.
My goal is to make sure people around me are happy
and that they have gold.
Yes.
This is Impact on KPFK.
And not only that, we're trying to fight poverty, not hunger.
Absolutely. And this is Impact on KPFK 90.7 FM. I'm Pamela Anchang. Thank you.